begin using Google Docs, the cloud-based applications we're going to work with this week, that is software as a service, sign in to your Google account. When you signed into your Google account, on the More menu, choose Documents. Now, if you haven't used Google Docs before, you won't see a list of documents here. I've used it pretty extensively, so there's a lot of documents. But that's okay, bear with me, and we'll soon be creating new documents. And to begin, click the Create button and choose Document. An untitled document appears. Now, it's important when you first create a document that you name it. You do that by clicking Untitled, which is the default name, and begin by giving it the name you want it to have, and click OK. Now you'll see it says Test Document up here, and you'll notice it says Saving. You don't have to save your Google Docs work. It saves automatically. And remember, it's cloud-based, so you're working inside your browser, and your changes are being saved onto the Google servers wherever in the world those servers live. You don't have to concern yourself about that. Because it's cloud-based, it's location independent, you can get to these documents wherever you are. Now I'm going to close this tab, and that'll bring us back to Google Docs Home. When you see we have the test document I just created. I'm just going to briefly show you how to delete that. When you click to select it, you can choose the trash icon here to delete it. Okay. Before we go and create another one, I just want to show you a slight difference with this document, which is not mine. It's owned by somebody else. It's shared with me. When I choose trash, it says you don't own it, but I can remove it from your list. So we'll say yes, go ahead and remove them from my list. And now it's gone. It isn't trashed because it isn't mine, but it's gone from my list, and that's all that I was looking for. So now let's go ahead and create a new document again. And you'll notice that in the word processing screen, and again we need to save this, so we'll call this test document 2. You'll notice that you have pretty much the normal basic word processing formatting options up here. You can choose the font. Now, if you're working in English, you have a very wide selection of fonts. Some of these fonts aren't available in other languages, but not to fret. We're working in English, so we have a wide selection of fonts. You can choose style, sizes, bold, italic, underline, text color, background color, insert a link, insert an image, numbered list, bulleted list, increase and decrease indent, left, center, right, and fully justified, and then line spacing controls. Again, all things that you're pretty familiar with. Over here we have print, undo, redo, and then we have 2 buttons you might be slightly less familiar with. The web clipboard that we'll talk about a bit more, but essentially works like the clipboard on your local computer, and format painting, which you may or may not be familiar with. And then we have styles, which I do want to talk briefly about. So I'm going to type, this is heading 1 style. And now I'm going to copy it, because heaven forbid. So we'll copy to the web clipboard, and then we'll paste. This is heading 1 style, and I'm going to paste it as text. I'm going to do that several times. I meant to press enter. Sometimes because it is working in the cloud, you just get a slight delay. There we go. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now if I select, triple click to select the paragraph, just like in any other word processing, and choose heading 1, that formats it automatically in that style. Heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, and heading 6. Why do I emphasize these heading styles? Because headings are a very, very fast way to make a document look really uniform and customize it quickly without going to too much effort. So headings are really important. Now, just to show you quickly what format painting does, now I could, of course, apply heading 1 style, but I'm just going to show you Format Painter. See, it looks like a paint roller. When you scroll down and drag over heading 1, it copies the format from heading 1 to the heading 1 line here to this line. Now, if I were to make some other changes to this, for example, let's say I want it to be 18 points, and I want it to be yellow text, and I want it to be underlined. Now I could format paint that and paint it up here to heading 1, and that would match text with the other. So that's some basics of using the Google Docs word processor. If you come to the help, there's a help center that steps you through how to do all of the things you need to do in Google Docs. So this is mostly what you need here to use the word processor. So hopefully that will help you get started and find your way through using Google Docs word processor.